everyone for joining us here today at ClaimDOC. My name is Jason Vanning, and I serve as the chair of the ambassadors with the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce. And I just want to say thank you to ClaimDOC for choosing West Des Moines to start this business, and not start this business, but grow this business. Sounds like you guys have some exciting potential for your future, and we're really excited and thrilled to have you here in West Des Moines. But yeah, on behalf of the West Des Moines Chamber, thank you guys so much for coming here. With that, I'll hand it over to Clyde Evans with the City of West Des Moines.
Well, this is really a great privilege to be here. We didn't know if we were ever going to get these guys off the ground here, but finally got them here. And when they told me that they were going to be purchasing this building and doing this total renovation of it, I'm going, okay, let's see how it looks. And you guys did really a fantastic job, you know, and I think this is going to be a fantastic home for you guys for many, many years. And we're glad that we were able to help you to make this move. And certainly I want to, recognize Rachel Wacker, who worked with you guys, and I'm surprised she still has a full head of hair. Some days she'll probably pull it out. But, I think everything went well, and we're glad to have you here and glad to see this opening. So with that, I'll turn it over to Ben.
Thank you everyone for being here, taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today on this momentous or monumental day in our company's history. It's days like today that allows one to look back and reflect on how we got here. And as Walt Disney always said to his employees and his teammates, it all started with a mouse. Let's remember that. For ClaimDOC, it all started with one claim. One medical claim. It was a hospital claim that was $1.1 million, and our client only got a 10% discount off of that. There was, once we cracked that thing open, there was 2 lifelike gas surcharges that were $56,000 a piece. There was an operation room setup charge that was $150,000, where a gentleman went on through a sliding glass doorway on a gurney 14 feet into an operating room that was already set up, but apparently that cost $150,000, or at least that was what was billed. Anyway, at the time, and this was the first quarter of 2012, there wasn't anybody who was really doing things the way that ClaimDOC does them today. So at the time, I was looking for who could help us, and I would point to someone and say, what are you going to do about this claim? What are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about this? And what I learned through that process was you really have 3 things you can do. One is you can accept it and just say, palms up, what are we going to do? This is the way things are. You can lobby for change. You can ask a lot of people to help you do something, or find someone who's influential who can actually get something done for you. Or you can dig in, roll up your sleeves, and do it yourself. And so we decided to roll up our sleeves and do it ourselves. And my wife and I, who's my wife Jennifer, who's here with our daughters, we were at 6110 Windsor Drive, right over here off of 63rd Street, and that's kind of where it all started. Because at the end of that year in 2012, we had reduced 42 claims from a ridiculous amount down to reasonable reimbursement levels. And at that point in time, I said, I really don't know what's going to happen in the future. It really looks that the healthcare system is broken. It's only going to get worse. And my wife, being the brains of the outfit, said, it looks like there's a business here. So we came up with a name, and in January of 2013, we started ClaimDOC on LegalZoom.com for $149.99. I was employee number 1, and we went to all of our clients, and we said, I don't know how this is going to go, but here's what we want to do. Let's rip the PPO out and have at it. And it worked out for those clients, and then we got more, and then we got more. And what was interesting is that with a mission and a vision and goals, you can actually attract people that have talent for what it is that you do and passion in what it is that you're passionate about. And through that talent and that passion of all the employees that have joined us thus far, we have now evolution that has gone over 1,000 times since the first time we looked at a claim and started trying to do something about it. Really, the only thing I can do anymore is talk about how great our employees are, because I actually don't know how to do anything in our company anymore, because if you hire the right people, you just get out of their way, right? So this facility, this building is a public display of our internal commitment to serve. And when you say serve, who are we serving? We are serving the American worker. We are serving blue and gray collar industries and trying to help those employees and their employers, their executive leadership teams control the second largest business expense behind payroll, which is your medical benefit plan. And so anyone can talk about service and say our customer service is great, but ultimately if you're not attracting and retaining the right people that are gut hooked on your mission and want to develop relationships with those people that you're serving, you're not going to get very far. And luckily we've been fortunate enough to have a lot of fabulous people join us. So with that, as this is a public display of our internal commitment to excellence, I'd like to turn it over to Bruce Hanson, our Executive Vice President, who spearheaded this project.
Amy Pellegrin would like to say a few words. I'll just thank our partners that really all made this possible to bring everything together. You may have seen in the business record an article about the purchase and how it all happened. I used to drive by this building heading down to work every day when it was closed down and shuttered and tattered, and I always thought, oh, that might be cool. And then in 2019, Ben and I decided we needed to start looking for space to accomplish all the growth. And we went out with Mike Bonnet from Landmark, and we started looking around, and I finally said, Ben, go over to Valley West and look at Fitness World West, tell me what you think. And he called me immediately that day and said, that's it. So we set up an appointment to come look at it, and it was disgusting, and we loved it. So, so from there, it took people that could actually do, and that's probably Ben and I's best attribute is we have visions and ideas, and we have a lot of determination to reach those goals, and we find people that can help make this happen. DCI, the contractor was incredible. Everything they've done was reliable. Everything they've done felt like it was an employee working with us and working for us. It wasn't a vendor that was trying to make their dollar. It was somebody that wanted the project to be successful. And then probably most importantly, Siri. I'm going to see if I can make her cry. With Shive Battery, starting with the exterior design, we wanted to see what we could make this place look like from the exterior. Mark brought it to life. And then in our first interview, our first meeting with Shive Battery, they brought Siri. And Ben and I walked out and said, a female in a room. That's a very good thing. They know everything we don't. And so we gave her pretty basic instructions. Ben wanted a corn bin on the front of the building, and by gosh, we figured it out and we got it done. He wanted a horse stable off to the side, and we got it done. And Siri did 95% of just creative genius after we said go. So I think this wall is a pretty good encapsulation of her creativity and how she's not afraid to take chances and make really cool things happen. And I think that's what we have. So I'd like to thank just really our vendors for making it happen, and Ben for letting us all just kind of free reign, go to town and let him write checks. So
It's easy. You just hire people who are smarter than you are, and that's about everybody in this room. For me.
So that's it. Hopefully everybody gets a chance to look around. Maybe Siri and Nicole Moines, our marketing manager, will be doing a tour possibly. Other than that, for the most part, just enjoy yourselves, look around. Don't break anything. So thank you.
Yes, Bruce. So at this time, we're going to have Ben and Bruce. We're going to cut the ribbon now, so Ben, Bruce right here, staff and everyone else kind of filter in behind.
How big are the scissors?
Oh, there's
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Family, friends, come together around on either side. I'll take a photo right there. We're going to pose for a couple photos.
Yep. Sorry.
Kara's going to be down here.
Okay,
lot of power.
Okay, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, then cut.
Okay, so before
Everybody
we
got
go
that?
down, everybody look here and smile. All right, and then look up at Tom and smile.
Okay, Tom. Those chins.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, count us off. We'll be ready.
Remember,
Go for it.
wait a second. Remember, it is 1, 2, 3, then cut.